Hi, my name is Susan Allen. I'm a teacher here at Approach USA. Today's class is about essential and non-essential clauses. So you'll give me your attention, we'll get started. In order to determine whether a clause is either essential or non-essential, there's a couple special tricks that I am going to teach you. So let's get started. I want you to imagine that you are going to a bookstore, okay? Go into a bookstore and we say, I want a book. And the person at the counter says, yeah, I want a book. Yeah. You want a book on what? Oh, I want a book that was written by J.K. Rowling. Okay? Now, we have a way that we identify relative clauses. Different types of relative clauses function in different ways. Some are absolutely essential, which means we have to keep them inside the sentence so the sentence makes sense. And nobody says, what? So let's look here. I want a book. On what? Right? There's a question. So if we add, I want a book that was written by J.K. Rowling. Any more questions? Okay, now our relative adjective is that. If you use the word that, there's no commas because you need this information in the sentence so it makes sense. So there's no what? Okay? Now, let's take a look at a sentence that contains a non-essential clause. Now, non-essential clauses require commas. I got a special trick for you all. Pay attention. Now, here is another sentence about a book. My book, comma, which is blue, comma, is about Harry Potter. Okay? Now, is there anything in this sentence that we don't need? Let's see now. My book, okay, which is blue, is about Harry Potter. Let's say somebody asks you, oh, what's your book about? You say, well, my book, which is blue, is about Harry Potter. Do you think the person cares what color the book is? I don't think so. I wouldn't care if it was blue or brown or white, or doesn't matter what color the book is. That's an example of a non-essential clause. And here is our relative adjective, which and this relative adjective can be removed from the sentence because it's not needed. It's non-essential. Now, let's take a look at how do we know when something's non-essential? Number one, you always use the relative adjective which, in this case, it's right here, and you also use commas before the clause and after the clause is finished. Now, if you see on a test a phrase or a sentence that contains which in the middle and it adds a relative clause but there's no commas, you will know immediately because it's which and not that, and that means you will have to punctuate with a comma here and a comma there. Once you see which, you must remember commas mean you don't need it in order for the sentence to make sense. And here's how you're going to remember. Every time you see commas, you see the word which, you see another comma, I want you to think of a garbage can. Here's our handy dandy garbage can. Notice the handles. The handles look just like commas, right? Now, it's time for the magic trick. we are going to take this entire non-essential clause and we're going to pick it up by the commas and we're going to throw it out. Bye-bye. Now, that is gone, let's read the sentence. My book is about Harry Potter. Any questions? No. Thank you all for your attention. Please come back and visit us another day.